Tonight on Newsbeat, we're live from Tiger Stadium to take a look at how the week's weather is shaping up.
We were forced to eat dog food, and we were burned by cigarettes.
How students and staff deal with hazing here at LSU.
Newsbeat starts right now.
Good evening, Tigers. I'm Brett Hauser.
And I'm Michaela Morgan. Thanks for joining us.
Rain and Louisiana go together like Mardi Gras and King Cake. Reporter Nadine Abusada is live to tell us if we'll be seeing any of that quintessential Louisiana weather this week.
Hey guys, I am here in front of Tiger Stadium where we've seen some overcast but no rain just yet. Over the next 2 days, we're expected to have severe weather, so we contacted WBRZ's meteorologist Josh Eaches to see if the weather that we have coming is going to be like the weather we've had in the past.
Today, our risk for severe weather is fairly low compared to the tornadoes on the 23rd and the flooding we saw a few weeks ago. Overall, over the next couple of days, we might pick up 2 to 4 inches of rain, but to put that in perspective, we picked up 6 in one day when we saw the flooding a couple of weeks ago.
For Thursday, we're expected to have a higher chance of severe weather with a cold front coming in. The rain and thunderstorms should continue but be over by the weekend. Each has also reminded us that there is no reason to freak out or change plans because of the weather, but just stay in tune with your forecast and keep updated with what's going on. From the Tiger TV, this is Nadine Abusada, live from Tiger Stadium.
Thanks, Nadine. Governor John Bel Edwards announced the remaining $750 million shortfall will leave 7 of the 9 public-private contracted Louisiana hospitals without funding. Edwards said the contracts for hospitals in Shreveport and New Orleans will be a top priority since they host the LSU medical schools, but contracts for hospitals like Our Lady of the Lake here in Baton Rouge may not receive payments. Department of Health officials say this is the best solution since across-the-board cuts would make it impossible for any hospitals to stay open. Meanwhile, opponents say priority should be given to hospitals who serve the most patients.
While the fight for hospitals continues at the Capitol, the UREC is aiming to keep students healthy by hosting healthy living workshops. The UREC is sponsoring lunchtime meetings in the student union to educate students about eating healthy, reducing stress, and taking advantage of amenities offered at the UREC complex. According to UREC Assistant Director of Fitness and Wellness, Dave Hart, these workshops are perfect for on-the-go students looking to learn a little about living healthy.
Are tailored to students, and what we're looking for is sleep from A to Z's, so we'll help if anybody's having trouble with stress management or sleep issues. We're also going to be doing nutrition because I know how tough it is for students on the go to eat healthy. Today, actually, we're going to be doing one on interval training, so there's a lot of different interval programs out there as far as CrossFit, Tabata training, and different workouts like that. So we're going to see what's good and bad about all of those also.
The new recreation center is almost halfway renovated and will partially open in July, and it is predicted to be complete by November. In addition to a brand new UREC, students hoping to enter the film industry could see a brand new major tailored to their needs. I sat down with the Dean of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, Stasia Haney, to learn about the new major she is working on. For LSU students interested in diverse aspects of the film industry, Dean of Humanities and Social Sciences, Stasia Haney, is forging the way toward a more dynamic major.
Or if students were wanting to do special effects and focus more on the digital aspects of screen arts. Or students may be interested in the business component of that, so perhaps they're really interested in financing film and working in that part of the industry. It will allow students those opportunities across multiple colleges who could develop concentrations in the degree program.
While students currently have film major options through the Colleges of Music and Dramatic Arts or Humanities and Social Sciences, Haney's creation would allow students to benefit from both.
And when Todd Quinn came in as the new Dean of the College of Music and Dramatic Arts, and I came in as the new Dean of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, he and I wanted to be able to move forward the vision of the faculty in those units.
Haney says that the new major will give students a good mix of the curriculums and faculty from each college previously offering a film degree.
So we have significant strengths in the faculty in each of those programs, and Obviously, we think it's better for the students to have the benefit of the faculty broadly. So by joining efforts, we hope to be able to leverage the opportunities for students to study with terrific faculty and also to have access to really wonderful equipment and to be more efficient with that.
Although this major will not be ready for students in the fall, Haney says she is working hard to make it a reality. When we come back, we take a look at the pros and cons of LSU's oldest campus traditions.
Greek life is a staple of the American college experience.
Cinematic classics like Animal House and Legally Blonde portray deep bonds of brotherhood and sisterly support, but gloss over issues like hazing and substance abuse.
Reporter Jasmine Ray explores how LSU's Office of Greek Life deals with the darker side of Greek life.
Greek organizations know how to have a good time, but sometimes the partying and membership requirements can go too far. In 2015, LSU suspended fraternities such as Sigma Chi and Acacia for hazing, theft, and substance abuse.
And even though they might get hurt in the process or humiliated, that's secondary and maybe even a non-issue for them. So because membership to that organization is so important.
The national study of student hazing found that 73% of students in social fraternities and sororities have experienced at least one hazing behavior. Angela Guillory is the Associate Dean and Director of Greek Life. When Greek hazing is reported, it goes through her, Fuentes Martin, and the Student Advocacy and Accountability, known as the Greek Conduct Team.
We work through each one of those cases, and everyone is treated differently and fairly, and it becomes our responsibility as university administrators to enforce the policies.
Fuentes Martin says there's been 8 or 9 hazing complaints since the fall semester, so Guillory was asked if hazing can be prevented.
We can't prevent it. You have to educate and hold people accountable. That's it. Educate and enforce. And if you can't change, then you got to go.
For student organizations, we have risk management training. In Greek Life, they also have risk management training. We did Hazing Awareness Week, and there was a campaign that was put together, and so there's a website at lsu.edu/hazing.
Fuentes Martin says they have the ability to investigate and wants to do so, but it starts with courageous people.
The National Hazing Prevention Week and the workshops that we do and the awareness has created an environment where people are more willing to come forward to talk about what is going on.
But we need for people to stop thinking that it's acceptable behavior, and we need people to start reporting it. And if it's happening at that moment, to call PD. And then the administrative part we can take care of after. The first thing is someone's personal safety.
Even though LSU's policies are available to the public and known to organizations, Greek hazing continues because the traditions are so important to an organization and its members. Reporting for Tiger TV, I'm Jasmine Ray.
Despite the controversies, Greek life has been a part of LSU's campus for almost 150 years.
Reporter Brooke Hotard sat down with some members of LSU Greek Life to find out how they feel about hazing and brotherhood.
Hazing is a popular topic around college campuses, especially in Greek organizations.
Greek life has been associated with hazing. You can look back at Animal House.
In just the last 5 years, over half of the Greek fraternities at LSU have been reported for hazing.
I mean, I've heard some horror stories.
In Acacia, we were forced to eat dog food, and we were burned by cigarettes.
But despite the dangers and severity of hazing, several anti-hazing policy violations at LSU go unreported.
Some hazing can get pretty bad, but most of the stuff that LSU considers hazing isn't really that bad at all.
Having to wear a small pledge pin that large, and that's hazing, that's a little ridiculous.
A lot of that stuff I really didn't mind. I mean, it was fun.
LSU considers hazing any act that subjects a student or group to an unreasonable risk of harm for any purpose in an organization. Its policy also includes 14 other points that can be considered hazing.
It's such a broad policy that almost anything can be defined as hazing.
I think the policy is necessary because people have gotten hurt in the past, but I do feel that it's too strict and too overarching.
If it isn't an immediate harm to you, and you comply with it, then I don't think there's anything else you should be able to say.
LSU has punished and even removed fraternities for hazing, but several fraternity members continue to support it.
I don't think hazing would be around today if it didn't work. I mean, I love my Pledge Brothers. I got 60 new friends just like that. And I genuinely think hazing had a big part of it.
Those things really brought not only my pledge class together, but I really got to know the chapter as a whole.
Hazing turns you into a better person. It unifies you with your brothers while creating a bond unlike any other. And if you're Greek, you know it's worth it.
Brooke Hochard, Tiger TV.
We'll be right back.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Make sure to keep up with all of us on our social media and online at tigertv.tv.
Brian Pellerin and Taylor Corrett will be up at 5:30 with Fast Break.
Have a great evening, Tigers.